Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the sources of Indian Constitution. So the first source of Indian Constitution is considered to be the Government of India Act 1935. So there are many provisions from this act which has been incorporated into our Indian Constitution, like the emergency provisions, establishment of Supreme Court, Public Service Commission, Office of Governor, and Federal Scheme of the Government. These are the provisions which have been taken from the Government of India Act 1935. The second biggest source is the United Kingdom's constitution. From UK's constitution, we have taken parliamentary form of government, single citizenship, rule of law, legislative procedure, parliamentary privileges, and writs. These are the provisions which have been inspired from UK's constitution. The third biggest source of Indian constitution is the US constitution. So the provisions like fundamental rights, preamble, separation of power, supremacy of the constitution, independence of judiciary, judicial review, equal protection of law, election of the head of the state, impeachment of president and its procedure, post of vice president, financial emergency. So these are the provisions which have been inspired from US constitution. The next source of Indian constitution is Canadian constitution, and from Canadian constitution we have taken provisions like federalism with strong center appoints the governor of the states, residuary powers vest with the center, make a correction, this is residuary powers. Then we have advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. The next source of Indian constitution is Australian constitution, and from Australian constitution we have taken provisions like concurrent list, division of powers between center and state, freedom of trade and commerce, joint sitting of the two houses of parliament. The next source of Indian constitution is the Constitution of Ireland, and from here we've taken provisions of directive principles of state policy, nomination of members in Rajya Sabha, and method of election of the president. The next source of Indian constitution is the Constitution of Germany, and from here we've taken provisions like president's power during emergency, suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. The next source of Indian constitution is considered to be the Constitution of Soviet Union, and from there we had taken the provisions like fundamental duties and the idea of social, economic plus political justice. The next source of Indian constitution is the Constitution of South Africa, and from there we have taken the election of members of Rajya Sabha, this provision has been taken, and the procedure of constitutional amendment. The next source is the Japan's constitution, and from there we had taken the provision of procedure established by law. And the last source of Indian constitution is the French constitution, and from there we have taken the provisions like republican system and the ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity. See you in the next video. Till then, bye.